right? The sun is on the girl's face today. Oh, I love it. I love it. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about these glasses because I thought they were cute when I first got them. And where's my rings? Hold on. Living my life like it's golden, golden. You know what? You know what's so crazy? When I be thinking about things when I think about things that I did like as a teenager, young adult growing up, and you gotta be mindful about the lip dew because it'll get white in the corners, and that's a girl. I remember I worked at a department store one year during the holiday season, and so I was in my 20s, okay, and there was this girl there, and she would talk. Oh, I shouldn't say because so she would talk, and she would always have this stuff in the corner of her mouth, and me and my friend we would call the stuff in the corner of your mouth. We started calling it the name of the girl. So whenever you would have something in the corner of your mouth, we would be like, you got and say her name. I don't want to say her name because that's not nice. Because she always has something in the corner of her mouth. So I say, be careful, especially if you run in your mouth. If you work in a department store, you're going to be running your mouth. So if you run in your mouth, it's going to, depending on the lip gloss, it could create, like a little film type, build up of something of, I guess, the materials from the lip gloss. I don't know. But what I was saying was, I don't know about these glasses. And we're down here to talk about Belle Collective. Ooh, ooh. So let's talk about it. I don't know if I should wear these glasses. Okay, let's look. Let's see. All right, you see? I love these glasses, girl. Some lady in the supermarket was like, I love your glasses. I was like, thanks, girl. So, what I was saying when it made me think about getting my rings is that as a girl growing up, one of the things that I did was wear rings on my left hand because it's my dominant hand. I'm a left-handed diva, and I've worn rings on my left hand, and I've had people ask me, why do you wear a ring on your left finger and you're not married? And I'm like, what? I realized that people intentionally leave that finger, people who are, in the world, intentionally leave that finger or look at that finger as a sign. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. As a sign of if you're married or not or whatever. So I'm in the house today because my car is being serviced. So it's time for its servicing. So that's where she is, Valerie. My car's name is Valerie, named after the Amy Winehouse song, Valerie. Okay. So yeah, so that's what we're down here to do. I have my coffee. It's down here. Diva's been, she's on a kitty cloud. She's on a kitty cloud. So I was like, let me just relax and we can talk about Belle Collective. Belle Collective was okay. Let's get into the notes here. I had to review the notes because I was like, I don't even know what I was talking about. I should put some concealer on, but it's okay. It's my aesthetic, honey. Somebody used to call me what's the name of the damn panda in Kung Fu Panda? Poe? What's his name? Poe? Jack Black did his voice. Somebody used to call me Poe and said I was a panda because I have the dark circles. Girls, it's my look. I don't know what's going on with this camera. Girl, I was out in the sun this weekend. But yeah, my car's being serviced, so we in the house today. We in the house today. Girl, I had to get a full service, honey. All right, so I feel like I need some lip gloss. We're gonna get started. Just hold on, okay? We are going to get started, girl. Your girl's on a kitty cloud. And I thought I had lip gloss in my little purse, but I don't. Okay, hold on a second again. I know you're probably like, girl, get on with the goddamn review. Okay. So they start off where they left off on the other episode. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by, darling. Okay. Sanjay, Marie, and Gucci are out there, and they're continuing on their conversation. Sanjay is saying that Gucci was disrespectful, and why walk up and not speak? Right. We all said that, right? Why are you walking up if you had no intentions of speaking? It's just rude. Even Marie was like, well, she was wondering if they were trying to have like a TV moment or something, which they did. But she says, why would you walk up and not speak? The whole interaction was avoidable, and I agree with Sanjay. It was avoidable, but she had no right to hit her. She didn't, but it was avoidable. The Belles don't do that. She says, well, she has a man. That's what Gucci was like. She has a man. She has a fiance. This and that. She was like, that has nothing to do with being respectful to each other, regardless if she has a man or not. Sanjay just kept saying it could have been avoided, and I agree with her. I do. It could have been avoided. All Sogucci had to do was speak. That's all. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. But that's where Marie was like, Selena, she has had her own platform, right? Because she was on, you guys said she was on Dancing Dolls and something else. Bring It. I think that's what you said. You guys said. I've heard of those shows, but I never really watched them. And so I don't have the, you all, there's a lot of people who are like Team Selena. Even when she did the interview with Carlos, she mentioned all the people who support her. So y'all be going real hard for these people. It's okay. It's fine. I think, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to say anything. So Gucci was saying that they need another family meeting, and Star had the baby, so Gucci hasn't seen the baby. And Marie says, well, you're just going to have to move forward. You're just going to have to move forward. So that's what we're going to see. But to close that out, to conclude that, you know what I'm saying? To put a button on that is that, so Gucci could have spoken to Selena when she walked up to Tambra and Selena. You're not that at odds and in conflict that you can't say, hey, when you walk up, hey, y'all. So she was like, I do have a smart mouth. Yes. So Gucci is, when I tell you she is shady, that lady is shady boots. Shady. She says, I do have a smart mouth. Yeah, you do. So Tambra, we see Tambra in her radio voice. I was like, yes, Tambra, let's get the radio voice in. This is Tambra. It's 97. I was like, yes, radio voice. She got all the voices, okay? Tamara and all her voices, like quad. And all her voices. So basically, Tambra was saying her and Demon is not on the same page. She's not used to living with someone. And so she's not really focused on a relationship. I had to look up Tambra's birthday, and we did establish that she was a Virgo. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just one extreme to the next. They either are like pick-me's or they like, I don't want it at all. But what is wrong with Tambra, I feel, is that she's not being honest about saying that. I mean, she said it here. She doesn't want to be in a relationship, or it's not her focus. Her focus is not on a relationship. But I really believe that the embryo thing and all of this stuff, that you're doing it as a societal pressure. And I feel like that Tambra does not want to be married. I feel like Tambra doesn't want to have children either. And I think she's just not being honest with any of us. And so she starts talking to her Quasi. I don't know if he's the program manager. I don't know. Or what? I don't know. But they get to talking, and he was like telling her to that they need to get their podcast going, and that's going to be an opportunity for her to be her authentic self. I was like, see, even he's saying something. When he said that, I was like, what does he mean by that? You can be your authentic self. Yeah, because you're putting on for the show. It's 97. I was like, yes, come on. The radio voice was real. I said, okay, Tambra. She says we grew. She says that she sees that dude as her brother. Remember at the beginning when they were at the tailgating thing, so Gucci's daughter was saying that that's her man. That's Tambra's man, right? But she said that's her big brother. So she kind of starts talking to Quasi about Damon and Damon. What is his name? Greedy, whatever his name is. Oh yeah, I didn't get to talk about this on the last review. How he said all she does is sit down all day. I was like, ugh. So does a pilot. Fucking shut your ass up. I was like, why would he say that to her? And people on the radio, radio personalities, some of them truly inspire people. You do not know that a person can be having a really bad day and turn on the fucking radio and hear their favorite radio personality, and immediately they are in a better mood. So Tambra's not just sitting in a chair all day on the radio. It takes hard work. She has to know how to fucking do the fucking board that she's working so that she does make sure that she does everything. It's not just sitting down all day. And then he was like, all you do is give shout outs all day. I was like, this nigga, I'm sorry. Like, that's what you think I do? I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So she was offended by that, and she was sharing that with Quasi. She says her goal and her mission is that she wants to make an impact on people. And she says her peace of mind is more important than rushing an engagement. Peace of mind. She's choosing herself. Somebody else said, I'm gonna choose myself in this I think that was Marie Monroe. I think she was saying something about choosing herself. I think so. Yeah, she did. That's when she went to therapy. Marie went to therapy. She's sitting there with the therapist, basically giving her backstory, where she came from, and how her mom, she felt like she came from a good family. And then one day, I guess she realized that her mom was addicted to cocaine-laced blunts or joints or whatever. She said her mom started to look different. Her mom left her, so she has some abandonment wounds there. But the lady was really good in talking to her. She said that she went to school. She got bullied in school. She didn't understand why she got bullied in school. I want to know what they were saying to you. Do you remember what they were saying to you when you were being bullied? Because what were they saying? But anyway, she's basically a mule. I was listening to a book this over the weekend, and they talk about how our energetic boundaries, how we compromise our energetic boundaries by the roles we take on. And one of the roles was a mule, that people take on the role of a mule unintentionally, to the point where this woman said she was in line at a grocery store, and the woman in front of her needed help and just turned around and said, here, hold this for me. And the woman was like, why did she think that I would do that? Like, she had like some mule giving off mule energy. I was like, okay, see. But that's what Marie was doing. She wants to do for her family. But basically the therapist told her, the reason why you do that is because you're trying to get love back from people. So you kind of martyr yourself, and then you do it so that you can get love back, because it was missing somewhere in childhood. So you grow up, you start doing for people, but then you become this mule, and then you realize that people are automatically going to depend on you to do these things. and then they don't, because it becomes a part of your personality, they don't do it back. It's not reciprocated. So then now you're feeling depleted because you're giving all these things, and because it's a part of just that's just who you are, and you're not getting it back, and now you're being drained by it. Right. And I feel like a lot of women are socialized to even just take on that mule role. And some people feel good about doing things for people. Some people, like in their friend group, they take on the mother role, right? They want to do for all of their friends. They're the ones that they go to get advice and stuff like that. So, there's people who do that. And so she talked about that. She said because she got picked on in school, she has a zero tolerance of people picking on her. She was taught to hit first, basically, and that she has a need for control. Yeah, she does for people in order to get love back, and she's just not getting it. She's not getting it back. All right. So so we got to know a little bit about Marie and where she's coming from and stuff. So we go to the next scene. Leticia and Sogucci are at this, I guess, health food store or something like that. Leticia says she's going to meet with Sogucci because Sogucci has, the nutritional thing. She does the nutrition thing and the workout thing. And she has PCOS, and she has also some stomach bloating. And Sogucci gives her a list of foods that she can eat to help her before she goes and gets her tummy tuck. She wants to get a tummy tuck. She said, but before I go and do it, right? So they talk about the wig launch. She said Gucci said at first she wasn't going to go, but she was invited. So she thought she would be the bigger person and be supportive. She says that Latrice is running around town saying that I bet that humbled Sogucci. So Sogucci has some feelings about that. And she feels like she brought Selena to fight her battles. She was like, I'm not sure if they're all in bed together. She couldn't get out of that conversation without being shady. She was like, I'm not sure if they're all in the bed together, but it's an entanglement going on over there. Leticia says, well, it's about the sisterhood. And so we're going to do a peace treaty. And we're going to sit Tamra over there for, Tamra is now known as the girl who lies in the friend group. It's like, oh God, you don't want that. I didn't like the end with Tambra and Marie. I'm just gonna say it. I did not like that. When I tell you, if I was Tambra, I would have been so fucking pissed off, because I know I'm skipping over it. But if you were really my friend, you would know that I went through it with this person. And this person caused me a lot of disharmony and misery. And for you to go meet with that person and then bring it to my platform, not only your platform, but my platform too, somebody that I have gone to court, I'm going to court over, I would be really mad. I would be pissed off. I'm sorry. That's what Tamara's like, girl, I'm not doing this. I don't blame her. Okay, so basically Tambra, hold on, let's get to Aikisha and Marie. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay, so we could talk about it now because I want to make sure I'm going in order. So Marie goes over Aikisha's house, and Aikisha is sharing with Marie about the proposal for Ferris Street, and that they're in their final stages of that. So then that's when Marie starts saying, I got some tea for you, right? So they start talking about Tambra and this man that Tambra was engaged to. And because of what the guy did for a living, when it was time to do Belle Collective, he couldn't do it or didn't want to do it. So she is instead using Demon, or whatever his name is. And that's the guy that she cheated on, the guy she was engaged to with. And so he says he turned around and looked on TV and sees Tambra, right, with the man that she cheated on him with. So that's what this guy is saying. And then I'm with Aikisha, like, how messy is this dude to like want to contact you all, and you all give him an opportunity. Like I feel like that type of like when the, I don't know, like with relationships and with men, and the courts are involved and restraining orders are involved, I feel like it was irresponsible for Marie to even meet with the dude. I'm glad they didn't meet on camera. If they did, that would be some fucked up shit. Because if we share a platform and this person caused me misery, I don't want, especially like there's restraining orders and stuff like that. Like, and the fact that he's contacting you all to try and say whatever he needs to say to make me out to be a liar. I don't know. I just didn't like that. I didn't like that. And I feel like that's outside of the boundaries of sisterhood, because Marie, we just saw you all try to get Glenn to get the hell out of that house that Leticia was trying to get under the guise, and you were going to be the person on the lease. Like, you know how dudes are. And for you to go be so happy, like she was really excited that she was going to go meet with this guy that wants to prove that Tambra's a liar. And I feel like this is the part that gets like blurry for me. It's like Tambra is not being honest about her life. But at the same time, we can talk about that, but you don't have to bring on or talk about, I don't know. I feel like that's like a blurry area. You don't have to talk about this guy in that way. You could basically say, you know, you're not engaged, or you know, you're not with Damon because you were engaged to somebody else or something. I don't know. But to that, I don't know, the way that Tambra was triggered. I think it's more than just a lie. I mean, yeah, I think it's deeper than she's just lying. I feel like she's lying out of fear. I feel like, I don't know. Leticia and Latrice meet up. They're sitting down having drinks, and I think they went to eat sushi. Latrice, oh my God, what was that noise? Leticia and Latrice get right into it, right? So she was like, did you tell Selena that she was wrong? And she was like, yeah, I told Selena she was wrong. She said, I also sent Gucci a text message, and she sent it back. She sent a screenshot of my text message back to me because apparently Sogucci was taking a screenshot to send it to somebody else and accidentally sent it to what's her name? Latrice. She says, did you send Selena? Leticia asked Latrice, did you send Selena to confront, Sogucci? She said, Selena wouldn't be the one I sent for Sogucci. I said, I know. That's why it's the little things that Latrice be saying that is so funny to me. She was like, girl, I wouldn't have sent. If I was going to send anybody for Sogucci, it wouldn't have been Selena. That's what she said. She says, well, we have to take accountability. It was your event. And she says, you have to be mindful about the people you bring around. She was like, girl, I don't have to be mindful about the people I bring around. I can't control grown women. She says, but these women, they come at me, but it's cool. And it's cool when they do it. But when I do something, so I don't know if you're trying to say that you invited her to cause conflict, but what is it that you did that was like, when I do it, now it's something wrong. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that she actually did. She says, can we toast? And she was like, no, we cannot toast. We're not toasting to that. She was like, we need to get this resolved, right? This is Leticia. It was like, we need to get this resolved. And she was like, we are not in a cult. She was like, but it is a sisterhood. I was like, shut up. We are not in a cult. She's like, but it is a sisterhood. And if anyone can come in this, they would. That's what she said. And then Leticia was saying that she feels like it's a 90s girls group that they're about to break up. And she was like, okay, well, I'll come to your little peace treaty, but I don't think anything will get resolved. And I think she understood, like, we're not resolving any of this. And we could see that they start arguing again. So Leticia, she does this peace treaty at a smash room. You know, those rooms or those places where you can go and like a rage room, you could smash up a bunch of stuff and, get your frustrations out and whatever you got going on, get it out. So that's where they go, right? And they're sitting down, they have it all set up. or whatever with champagne and muffins. I was like, champagne and muffins. Okay, that's okay. Everybody arrives and we had an intruder attack our sister. So yeah, so that's when they all sit down. They basically Leticia calls Selena an intruder. We had an intruder attack our sister. We can't inspire other people if we continue to have our own issues. And she does have a point. She has a point. I guess, Leticia's goal is to be a better example. And there's nothing wrong with being a better example. So they decide that they're going to break away before they get to the smash part of it. They're going to break away and one-on-one talk about their issues, because she says, I feel like when we're in a group, y'all like to put on a show, right? And they do. And so let's break off. So Tambra and Marie break off. Aisha and Leticia break off. And then Sogucci and Latrice are just sitting at the table. And Sogucci was like, this is kind of awkward. I don't know if we're supposed to hash our stuff out right here or what we supposed to do. But everybody, they break off. So they are focused on Tambra and Marie. So they sit down and she was like, Tambra was like, you have a problem with me? Like, what's going on? Like, do I have a problem with you? Like, why would I have a problem with you or whatever? So she was like, Tambra, I do have some things that I want to talk to you about. And I was like, girl, this is a mess. She says, when I bring it up, Tambra's going to act like she's blindsided by it. So she was like, I met with this guy. The guy contacted the collective. And to me, I feel like if we were really cool and, like there's like outside of the show, this is some real like court, we're in court type of shit. I feel like that is something that literally should have happened off camera. Like, I know y'all are filming a show, but you can call Tambra a liar all day. We can joke about her lying about her life or whatever, but giving that person like an opportunity is just, I feel like it's just out of order. I really do. Yeah, that's what Tambra said. I thought these girls were my sisters, and this man tried to ruin me, right? And so she says that the guy said that Tambra is a compulsive liar and he had police records. And she was like, I have court orders against him. Marie was like, well, he showed us some paperwork too. A lot of the cases were dismissed. He tried to hurt me, she said. She was like, I'm not doing this. And she was like, girl, I'm not doing this. And she got up. I was like, I would have got up too, because I felt like that was just, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I like Marie Monroe, but I didn't like that girl. That was not cool at all. Like, I feel like that's not cool at all. And I feel like, yeah, y'all can make like lying ass Tambra. I know y'all can make jokes about her lying and stuff, but at the same time, I think that could have been brought up, her not being honest about her and Demon's relationship, without bringing this other guy into it, or even meeting with this other guy. I don't know, like meet with him, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like at the same time, it's just out of order. And if you were really her sister and her good friend, you would have told her in advance, like, oh girl, that your ex contacted me. I know you want to act like Demon is your man and that's who you want to be with or whatever, but your ex contacted us and he is trying to say that whatever, right? So that's how I feel like Tambra was like, I'm about to call my attorney. And then Marie was like, girl, we ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to call attorneys and stuff like that. No, because it's real. It's outside of like, I feel like you're out of order. I feel like when things get to a court level, that I feel like there's just a different approach. So that was it with Belle Collective. It ended. I'm just telling you what the guy said. Girl, why are you believing what the guy said? Why are you believing what he said? And why are you repeating it as if he's telling the truth, right? And so that's where Tambra, you being a liar, see, when it's time to cry wolf, now the people are like, girl, we don't know whether to believe you or not because you lie. And I feel like you should just be authentic, like Quasi said, be authentic about your life and be like, she did say it. She did say She's not used to, you know, living with another person, and she is not focused on a relationship, and her peace of mind is more important than an engagement. So, I mean, she's basically told us. So I think we need to stop. I don't know. I think she needs to stop acting like, you know, it's something else. Right? Come on, brown skin. Girl, stop playing with me. All right. All right, so that was it. So that was the end of the episode. Let me know what you think of the episode. I'm actually going to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta next. So don't forget to like the video on your way out. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.